1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Hi everyone, so I'm Ben Vonberg-Clark and we're here just having done a recording session in this nice hall in Grays, and I'm actually from just down the road in Brentwood, and I run the University of Essex Choir, which is in North Essex, and so I was contacted by the people who have started up this project. They found out through that, and to sort of come and get some of these kids singing some of this lovely folk music, and I've loved it. 2, 3. So we trawled our way through this long PDF, which is all of the folk songs that Vaughan Williams collected in Essex. And it was quite an adventure looking through them all. And Ed, the principal here, and I, had looked through and stumbled upon this song Van Dieman's Land, because we're here kind of almost on the coast here. And actually today is Windrush Day. So we thought it would be a good song to do. This is kind of reverse transportation. So this is about people who are being naughty and being sent away to Australia. So it's kind of that whole coast thing. I mean, I think some of the ships would have left down just on the Thames estuary. And today, Windrush Day, so people arriving into Tilbury. So it's kind of the nearest thing we could do that kind of worked with coastal Essex that didn't have too many rude words and stuff. Because if you look through the PDF, there's some quite fruity songs.
I'm Ed Caines and I'm principal at Woodside Academy.
Why in particular Vaughan Williams? What drew you to Vaughan Williams?
Vaughan Williams has been special to me since I first heard Fantasia, which was when I was at school. And I think I actually heard it on a visit to the planetarium. I think they were playing it there. And I thought this is so beautiful. And I had a recording of it. I just love Vaughan Williams. And then when I was at college, and we were always looking for bits of music, and we were looking in junk shops for books, and there was this old book, and it was a very tatty copy of Vaughan Williams's Songs from Eastern Counties with piano accompaniment, and in this book was Bushes and Briars, and it actually said it was collected from Essex, engraved in Essex.
The only bit that's up is the second line. It's very long, isn't it? The very day we landed upon that fatal shore. Breathe before the next line, otherwise you're running out of breath and it sounds like you're all dying. Okay?
I noticed during my time here at the school, you have a very distinct teaching style.
I started working with kids when I worked in a theatre during my year abroad in Vienna. So having not really done any teaching, I never was sort of taught the formal style via teacher training, something like that. So I was quite lucky in a way to kind of go at it in a sort of workshop way, obviously in a different language as well. So I kind of learned how to communicate with kids when I didn't really understand what they were saying. So I sort of developed my sort of style from that basis onwards, really. It's now sort of 10, 12 years later, and I've sort of honed it a bit. But it's kind of in an informal style, but with high expectation at the same time. So whilst it looks chaos, there is sort of method beneath it. With singing, you need to let the children release themselves. And if they're kind of restrained, you just don't sing as well. And the other side of that is you get a bit of sort of shouty over energy. But personally, I prefer that than sort of a lot of repressed children who are kind of withheld.
I think when you look at Vaughan Williams and Sharp, you can say, well, they were very nationalistic because they were trying to create English. Well, why not? They were just doing what Norwegians were done and what what the Czechs had done and what the Germans originally had done, because their music came from folk song as well, and trying to create a voice. And they did that really by that kind of music. I mean, when I hear Vaughan Williams, it just sounds so English. I don't know why it sounds so English. It actually does sound, that's a kind of backdrop. When you see a film with the First World War or something, and somebody putting a plough, there's a bit of Vaughan Williams or Butterworth in the background. But I think children should have that culture and see if they like it and actually understand it's their heritage.
So I mean, this folk song tradition is, everyone around here would have been singing and would have had their songs. It wouldn't have been a question of, hi, can you sing, which is such a depressing question. So I just feel that we need to do as best we can to remind children at a young age that actually that's something that we should all do, and it's really nice and fun. You go down the road to the London Stadium, everyone is singing the West Ham songs, but they don't kind of sing in their normal life. And I'd love to get it more normal again, and this is what Vaughan Williams was doing. He was desperate to capture a tradition that was dying out, and they worried so much about some of these great tunes that no one would know what they are. And, I came across the tunes via him singing to start with, some of the great ones like, I heard the voice of Jesus saying, da, 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 da. When I learned the actual original words he heard were about sort of some ghastly murder with some woman being chopped up under the floorboards. So, let's keep this thing alive, Certainly post-COVID, people were scared of singing, weren't they? And especially there's a generation of kids who grew up through that, for 3 years of their life, being told that singing is dangerous. So we've got to do our best to reverse it. These songs are, accessible, they're interesting, they got good tunes, and they're not kind of viewed as this high art like opera where people worry that they can be involved or not. A folk song is for everyone, isn't it? And it's quite obvious that from the style. So let's get everyone in. Let's get them doing it. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. is for life. You keep doing it now and you keep singing forever, yeah? Too many people in my life, they say, well, I sang at primary school and then I stopped when I was 12, yeah? Do not be those people. You carry on singing every day, the whole time. You can sing instead of speak, it's quite fun. Yeah? So when you get home later and they go, oh, how was your day? You go, oh, my day was very good, thank you very much. Yeah? Music, yeah? Sing, music is fun. Thank you, goodbye.